I have just acquired a heavy fighter, and a very good one at that. And what I like to do once I have more than one ship is to use the quick access hotkeys, which are a set of customizable hotkeys. You can set them up under controls, interface, and then down here under extensions, quick access 1 to 5 and the configuration hotkey. And I like to set them on my F keys. And when I hit the configuration, you can set the hotkeys up. I already did this. And I like to use the same setup for every game. Basically, you're telling the hotkey quick access 1, 2, 3, up to 5 what the command is that you are issuing with the hotkey, then on what ships the command should be running. And I have set my keys up. The first key is attacking a certain enemy, so it opens the map and I can select an enemy to attack. And it affects all ships in the current sector, so that I don't have to set up wings or fleets or stuff in the early game. I just have a bunch of ships and I want to command them. I'm excluding fleet ships, so when I set up fleet commanders, then they will do their own thing. I won't pull the ships away when issuing orders, and I'm also excluding all the transport ship classes. You can also set up custom groups, like Group Alpha or Group Charlie, and command them with different hotkeys. Second hotkey is always form up on me, the escort command for the same ships, all ships in the sector without fleet ships and transports. Then the third hotkey is like attacking all enemies, so my ships will spread out and hunt the enemies down basically. Then the fourth hotkey I'm using to send them to a specific position, and the fifth is to retreat from battle for the ship that I'm currently targeting. So to demonstrate this, this is my small scout ship that I just left in the last episode. And when I hit F1, then it doesn't work because I did a mistake. I want attack and not attack my target. So I hit F1, then it opens the map and I could tell them to attack some enemy. I can hit F2 and he will come back to me and get information with me. I can hit F4 and send him to the other end of the sector, and he will fly there. And if the battle is going poorly and his shields are dropping low, then I can hit F5 and he will just retreat and not try to fight back. So this is very convenient because you don't have to set up any wings or groups. It just affects all ships in the current sector and you can command them very easily that way. So let's continue onwards. We still have another remnant signal way up in the north. So our journey continues. And the difference is now we have some serious firepower.
Command accepted.
Setting my turrets to defense mode. We don't want to provoke anyone just yet. But I would like to find some pirates to shoot at this point.
Entering system. CO's sprite.
So maybe it's time for some defense missions.
New mission received.
Another collection.
New mission received.
So a CO sprite has an abandoned ship that we can collect. So let's see with the satellite. It's a Barracuda, another heavy fighter. And it would be nice to add to our fleet.
Contains advanced satellites.
It's all the way down there. So let's claim it. Or we can basically also tell our scout ship to capture this ship
Command accepted.
so that we don't have to go there ourselves. We're just gonna head on and fly north. And our scout here will collect the ship.
Entering system. Menelaus's Oasis.
And it is to be delivered to family We into the chemical lab
Granted.
beta. So
Command
just
accepted.
send him over there and let the Pericles
Command accepted.
come back. And we do have a patrol mission in the current sector. But the target location is CO Sprite, and I don't want to spawn enemies with my damaged Barracuda around. So let's just continue.
Pirate Barracuda.
Oh, and we have the first pirate. That's a perfect target.
Target is now in firing range.
And he doesn't stand a chance.
In the name of Queen Atreus and the Kingdom of Boron, we thank you for your valuable assistance.
You have gained recognition. You are being promoted. Spaceweed drift. Entering system. Spaceweed drift.
Another abandoned sector. But with the arrow, I'm much more confident. Now the question is, do we go left or right? I kind of want to go right. And since we had two pirates coming out of this sector, I suspect that there is a pirate base here somewhere. And you can kind of see it in the distance if you know what you're looking for. So in between those asteroids, there's seems to be a pirate base here. So Space Weed Drift is a source for new pirates, basically. Something to consider.
Entering system. Spaceweed Grove.
And the Galaxy Generator has put Spaceweed Grove next to Spaceweed Drift. How poetic. And it allows us to go further north.
Entering system. Company strength.
Now the Barracuda will take a while because he is quite damaged and slow. But eventually we complete the mission. And another abandoned sector. So it seems like we found the first cluster of abandoned sectors. They tend to be together. And we have Karg. I believe I can handle them. But our Pericles should flee from the battle. Don't want to lose it.
Target is now in firing range. Command accepted. Kach interceptor.
Setting our turrets into attack mode.
Now in firing range. You are being Kach interceptor. Command accepted.
And they are pretty much done for.
Target is now in firing range. No aim.
Okay, so if we have another north gate, then we are almost there. Let's check with the satellite.
Ejected.
So we only have a west gate.
Cargo bay now contains advanced satellite.
Let's head west then.
Rings.
Also a bunch of asteroids in the sector. Could be useful for a mining sector.
Entering system. Priest rings.
And we have the first big battle in this sector.
Installed.
And somehow our arrow doesn't have the video goggles which allow you to zoom in, so that's something that I have to change before release. Just making a quick note. So faction battles are very good for you early on because they also leave bale chips behind, like this one, a Mamba. And another thing that I try to fix is to prevent that bale chips. sometimes they lose equipment. For example, this Mamba lost its shields, and in 0 Hour 2.0 there's no way how you can acquire shield items. So basically this ship is stuck and cannot have shields. So I have to change this so that they don't drop their shields when they bail. Hopefully I can fix this. But I will claim this ship anyway and just cheat the shields in.
Mamba. Ship
So
computer
let's
control
claim it.
transferred.
Then we are repairing it with the spacesuit laser.
Mamba.
And then as a workaround, I'm gonna add the 3 25 megajoule shields that it needs. Adding
25 megajoule shield installed.
somehow he didn't equip them. So let's fly again.
Cargo bay now contains 25 megajoule shield.
And now the shields are climbing. So that is something that I need to fix before release. Ships are not supposed to drop their weapons or shields because there's no way how you can get them back, basically.
Responding.
In 0 Hour 2.0. This has been simplified so that you don't need to produce individual laser and shield items anymore. They are just part of the ship, basically. Which makes it a lot easier. And it's really so much more enjoyable, if you ask me. Because all these setups that you had to do with different perks and outposts, like the laser production perk, this was all very complicated and inconvenient. And now it's just a basic ship, and you build it, and then it has the equipment it needs.
Entering system. Elysium of light.
Oh, I forgot my Mamba, so let's
Accepted.
get it in formation. And somewhere around here there's another abandoned ship. So I need to pull out my satellite again.
Advanced satellite ejected.
And it's another fighter. I like this. But it is also missing the shields. So this is really something
Now contains advanced satellite.
that's not very good. And I fear this might be hard-coded, that the command that is bailing the ship, when it's basically it creates the ship and then it bails the ship so that you can claim it. And I fear that this might be dropping some of the equipment and that it can't be changed so easily, but we will have to see. I definitely need to do something about this so that these ships are not losing their shields. But for me, this is not a problem. I can just use the cheat module and add those shields. So it's fine for now. Okay. I believe what you can also do, if you don't want to exit your ship, you can just hit Shift and then C to open the command console for your own ship, and then under Special, no, it doesn't work for your own ship. Capture ship is grayed out. But if you have another ship that is following you, like the Pericles, you can tell him to capture the ship.
Command accepted. Pericles.
But now he has to maneuver. This is also wasting time, so it's probably better if I just get out.
Raider.
Claim it this way.
Ship computer emergency signal from
Now the Cougar is also a very good fighter. Let's add the shields.
New mission received.
I think you have to... here. Install compatible shields.
Megajoule shield installed.
That's how you install them right away. Okay. I really hope that I can fix this bug, that ships are losing their shields. But I'm quite confident that there is some solution.
Command accepted.
Alright, we already have 3 ships. That's a very good start. Especially since 2 of our fighters are on the higher end. And that's something that we can work with. Now the next ship would be in acquisition repository. Why not?
New mission received.
I think I will head back to CO Sprite.
New mission received. New mission received. Unholy descent. Entering system. Unholy descent.
And there are quite some carg here. So let's just have the Teladi handle this one. And the guy is running away like a coward.
Interceptor.
Which is to be expected from a lizard, but there are quite a few of these ships.
No incoming message. Elysium of light. Command accepted.
And I really don't want to start a dance with them. So I'm telling my ships to retreat behind the gate and wait there until the Teladi have dealt with the carg.
Interceptor. Kach Interceptor. Target is now in firing range.
And once they are engaged, we tell our ships to attack too. Should be quite safe.
Kach Interceptor.
As long as you are not the first one who attacks, then your ships are usually suffering the lowest losses.
Interceptor. Kach Interceptor. Kach Interceptor. Command accepted.
Now where's the freaking gate?
No aim. Asteroid.
Ah, we might not have a gate in the south, so let's go east.
Entering system. Cathedral of Xar.
I'm changing my flight formation to an X delta. Maybe that's more stable for the followers with the flight path. Because they were constantly trying to get into a line with me, and this makes them just fly around randomly.
You have gained recognition.
Okay, this was the Barracuda who has just
Is now in firing.
reached the factory. And we also got this ship as a reward. So maybe we can use it to go to acquisition repository
Command accepted.
and don't have to fly there ourselves.
Xenon. Terraformer. N. Command accepted. No redemption. Command accepted. Entering system. Redemption.
So this area is really abandoned. Lots of sectors are available.
Autopilot off.
I'm gonna tell the Pericles to map the gates.
Command accepted.
And then I'm gonna teleport into our Barracuda here. You can always teleport the player character around. There's a special hotkey for that. And we want to repair it.
Zanava. Raider.
All right.
Pirate, Tenjin, Sentinel.
Then we have a couple of pirates. But the Tenjin here, this is actually a pretty beefy pirate fighter. And I don't want to engage him.
Consecrated fire. Entering system. Consecrated fire.
Oh, and we have artifacts here. Let's collect them then. I will teleport back into the arrow. Our Pericles found a south gate.
Entering system.
Then I will tell the Barracuda to collect the artifacts for the mission.
Command accepted.
And we continue to fly south. Now the artifacts have to go to Rolk's Drift.
Docking granted. Command
Sending the
accepted.
Barracuda back.
Entering system. Sanctity of corruption.
And another empty sector.
Autopilot off.
So far I don't like the sector stats in this area. They seem pretty mediocre. Especially the station support is not very good.
Kach interceptor. Kach interceptor. Target is now in firing range. Kach interceptor. Kach interceptor.
Let's take some pot shots at these guys.
No aim. Asteroid. Mission completed.
Okay, and our Barracuda has delivered the artifacts. I believe there are more in the area. Somewhere around Rolk's Drift. So it's either in the sector itself or in any of the adjacent sectors. So let's send the Barracuda
Command
into Power Circle and take a look.
autopilot off. Argon. Task Force. Nova.
We can also scan these Argon Novas here, because the Nova is a quite cheap and reliable fighter.
Data down. Scan interrupted.
But he just teleported inside his carrier
Zephyrus.
and messed up our scan.
Scanning.
Let's get the carrier instead.
Download started. Scan complete. Scanning. Data download started. Scan complete. Entering system. Ronkar's might.
Alright, and the abandoned sectors don't end. Let's plop a satellite down.
Satellite ejected.
So we have a gate in the east and a gate in the south. Let's head to the Barracuda.
System power circle.
Yes, the artifacts are here. This is very good. And I'm sending my main fleet down the south gate because the Argons are coming from there. So it should be safe. Ah, shit, I forgot this satellite.
Command accepted.
Don't want to leave that there.
Cargo bay now contains artifacts.
Now the artifacts have to go into the hull production facility in Rorke's Drift. Let's get back into the Arrow
System Ronkar's might.
and tell the Barracuda to deliver the artifacts,
Presented. Command accepted.
and we collect the satellite.
Cargo bay now contains advanced satellite.
We can send the Pericles down the east gate.
Command accepted.
Just to cover more ground. And map the gates in this new split sector.
Argon Task Force A sees well. Entering system sees well.
Okay, so from here, if we go through the west gate, we can go back to this initial area where we came from and unite our fleet. This is probably the best course of action. Any missions to be had? We could earn a mining ship
New mission.
from the boron. But I don't know the exact location. Also, there's a xenon jump beacon in family V. It's also from a mission that I accepted. So let's send the Barracuda to attack it.
Command accepted.
And we are flying in the general direction to join. And the Pericles can continue to fly through gates.
Command accepted.
We have some enemies.
Entering system. Logs.
So I'm quickly teleporting here and engage the Xenon, who is attacking a solar farm.
Video
That's very bold, my guy.
not a target is now in firing range.
Yeah, the Barracuda has ion guns. This is not the best to destroy hulls. It's only really good against shielding.
In the name of Queen Atreus and the Kingdom of Boron, we thank you for your valuable assistance.
You have objective updated.
So we got a bit of money there. That's good.
Command accepted. Command accepted. Pirate scimitar. Pirate scimitar.
Tulani shields damaged. Cargo in danger.
In the name of Queen Atreus and the Kingdom of Boron, we thank you for your valuable assistance.
Family we. Entering system. Family we. Jump beacon.
So here's the Xenon jump beacon.
Target is now
god, this weapon is crappy.
You are being promoted. Mission completed. Command accepted. Pirate Susanova.
So let's reunite with the fleet, just because our damage is so abysmal. But we are making a bit of money, that's very good. 30,000 credits. Now we could even buy those satellites that we have to place. Oh, I still have the artifacts on me. I must have docked to the wrong factory. So let's quickly jump into the other ship and send the Barracuda with the artifacts into Family We, Hull Plating Production Facility Beta.
Docking granted.
I was at the wrong place. Okay, and we have Xenon in this sector.
Command accepted.
Fly out, my minions. Show me where the enemy is. Right here.
Command accepted.
Let's do a little milk run.
Mission completed. Command accepted. Xenon Terraformer N.
I'm giving my guys the free target selection.
Command accepted. Xenon Terraformer M. Command accepted. Xenon Terraformer N.
And these kills here are very good because each of them gives us extra money because it's part of a mission.
Terraformer M.
In the name of Queen Atreus and the Kingdom of Boron, we thank you for your valuable assistance.
You are being promoted.
And this is really big for us at this stage.
No aim. Xenon Terraformer N.
Also, all the reputation that we get is
No aim.
this is what we needed. We almost doubled our money at this point, and was only half of the enemies.
Xenon Terraformer N.
Now this guy is running. Let's focus on the other targets before the police cleans up.
Xenon Terraformer N.
I have to remember how this mission is called because it's so profitable.
Xenon Terraformer M. Target is now in firing range. You have gained recognition. Outpost.
And we have the Boron police license, which gives us even more money per kill.
Xenon Terraformer N. Xenon Terraformer N. You are being promoted. Xenon Terraformer.
In the name of Queen Atreus and the Kingdom of Boron, we thank you for your valuable assistance. As a reward, you get 500 credits.
Mission completed. Chip
Okay, it's the patrol mission. Patrol. Yeah, we doubled our money. Any more patrol missions? Yeah. Borons in consecrated fire. And we can also do the police mission for the Borons now, because we can scan their ships.
new mission received.
And the collection mission from the Teladi.
New mission received.
Our ships are engaging pirates.
Engine Sentinel.
It's one of those beefy Tenjins, but 2 fighters are more than enough to bring it down.
Target is now in firing range.
At least if it's of the quality that we are bringing. The Cougar and the Mamba are very good.
Pirate Susanova. Command accepted.
But let's hold our guys back so that they don't get into fights that they can't win, like our Pericles, who is about to die. Maybe he can win this, but probably not. Ah yeah, he survived. I didn't check with him after sending him through the gate, so we have to pull him back
Docking granted.
to a safe station.
Accepted.
He barely survived.
Barracuda.
Now our Barracuda is joining. And the closest mission... Now where's Consecrated Fire? Down here. That's where we headed next.
Docking granted.
Because there's the next patrol mission. And we need that money. I'm already 3 hours in and I don't want to take too long to complete the Ascension. So my house rule is after a day I must claim a sector.
Pirate Kia.
Oh damn, sneaky pirate. He engaged. Sneaky, but not very smart. Can use this to explore this sector here. And then maybe also send a ship to Acquisition Repository and claim the Remnant Signal. Yeah, it's looking good so far. But at this point, I would like to claim a freighter, to be honest.
Entering system. Third redemption. Pirate, Tenjin, Sentinel.
Now that's another Tenjin.
Command accepted.
Let's send our ships to attack him.
Target is now in firing range.
In the name of Queen Atreus and the Kingdom of Boron,
Command accepted. No aim. Entering system. Consecrated fire.
And here is the next Xenon attack. Let's get them, boys.
Command accepted. Xenon. Terraformer L. Command accepted. Xenon. Terraformer M. Xenon. Terraformer M. Xenon. Terraformer L. Xenon. Terraformer M. No aim. Silicon mine. Alpha.
Now there's another group.
Autopilot off. Xenon. Terraformer.
in the name of Queen Atreus and the Kingdom of Boron, we thank you for your valuable assistance. As a reward, you get 1,000 credits.
No aim.
Nice.
Command accepted. Barracuda. Mission completed.
That's another mission completed. Now, what is our fastest ship? Probably the Cougar. But it's also the strongest, so we are sending the Mamba to fly to Acquisition Repository to get the other abandoned ship. While we where's the Sector Alpha? That's the problem. But we can grab the miner in Sector Family V, so that would be the East Gate. So we part ways. The Mamba is going to collect an abandoned ship, and we are collecting a miner. And our Pericles is just staying docked until I have some time to repair him.
Pirate. Scimitar. Entering system. Family. We autopilot off.
Now somewhere here is a mining ship, and it's probably next to an asteroid. So it's not in this cluster, so let's go here to the mining station. See if we can get a visual. No, it's not here, so maybe in this cluster down there. And this pirate here has killed a freighter, which has dropped hull plating. This would be very good to claim. So if we can acquire the miner, which is in this sector, we might be able to snatch these 3,000 units of hull plating. This would be very good. Don't want to provoke the pirate, so I'm switching my turrets to defense, but it's too late. Might engage. Oh, don't engage him. Let's get back. Yeah, we want to avoid him. There's no need to kill him. I want to get that miner as quickly as possible and then grab those hull platings. I'm gonna put them on the monitor. And to make it quicker, we just spit out the satellite. Now, where's the miner? Ah, no, it's the other mission. This is the scan mission. The miner is in Alpha, and I don't know where the sector is. Ah, that's bad. I would have liked to grab those hull platings. Well, then let's just scan this miner with the ID boron miner, this one. We need to scan him. So I believed this was the sector where I could get a free mining ship, but it's the sector where we have to scan miners.
Objective updated. Boron miner autopilot off.
Then we also have to scan this one.
I wish to leave unhindered. My ship is yours.
Ah, and he also leaves the ship. Okay, so we could get a mining ship from this mission. Very well. Then let's tell him to collect the hull plating and hope that he can beat the competition in the form of salvage crews by some faction. He has quite the cargo space available. And also some minerals that we can sell. Especially silicon. So he has probably been mining here since the start of the game. And that's our first freighter. I'm gonna switch ship because I can grab those hull platings faster than the AI.
Hull plating.
Boron's doing some fancy maneuvers around me, so let's grab a save in case we collide. And we got it.
Hull plating.
We got about half of it. Then our cargo space ran out. Hull plating is like the bulkiest of all the ship crafting components. That's very good.
Boron, rear guard, thresher.
Now that we have a freighter, we can do trade missions, and we can also steal from neutral traders.